All right, we all on the player's map of Chult?
There we go.
All right. So we moved up 2 hexes, and we have 1 encounter for the day. All right, as you guys walk, you notice the Triceratops keeps kind of like wagging it, getting irritated, keeps shaking its tail, like stomping its hind legs a little bit, and occasionally stops and looks around. And that just kind of keeps happening, and it starts slowing down the party. What do you do?
Does anyone have talk to animals?
Jaskier does. We're going to say he's, I don't know, he's asleep. He's on the Triceratops taking a nap. He's passed out for some reason.
I have the ability to communicate with beasts.
Okay.
But only through sounds and gestures. I can't do, like, whole sentences.
Oh, okay. I see.
So I can try to, like, use gestures to see if it wants to gesture me anything.
It, turns around, like it does a 180, so its head is now where its tail was, and it kind of like points to the ground. You make a survival check, and you notice little teeny tracks from a little bipedal thing kind of went up and then went away.
Hey guys, there's some weird tracks here. What's all this about?
They're really small, though. You're not sure what it is.
Can we roll for perception?
Sure.
16.
All right. You see the jungle. You see some shadows under various foliage and trees. And by shadows, I mean it's just shade.
I see much less than that, so that's interesting.
Frobor, you actually trip over a root and fall down. You don't take any damage, but you got mud on your pants.
Rude. That hurts all 2 of my feelings.
Yeah. Amber, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. You see where the tracks kind of go off into the forest, but then they just kind of disappear. They're not very big. They're not very deep.
Are we interested in these?
Well, it's like kept happening as you've gone on throughout the day. You have no reason to expect it to stop. You've noticed that Triceratops has been squirrely.
Do we hear anything?
No?
Small frog. Do you know anything about these small marks?
No.
I think something's following us. Something tiny. I don't know. Something's about.
Can you track it, Amber?
Good question.
Okay. A few moments later, Amber, you now have a pretty pink flower in between your ear and your head. You're not sure how it got there. You didn't put it there. It's there now.
Guys, did one of you sneak a flower in my ear?
No.
Oh boy. Where did this come from? Do any of you have anything weird on you now? Is it just me?
I think it's just you, Lassie. I'm just gonna yell, all right. What's happening? Is there anyone here? What is this? Also, why didn't I get a flower? What is this nonsense?
What's your passive perception score?
Let me see. Passive perception 11.
Okay.
14.
All right. Frobor now has a pretty orange flower on her ear.
All right,
ear,
fine.
on his ear.
Thank you. Also, his. Thank you. Yes.
His ear.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, I guess, whatever this means.
All right. So I take it, are you guys actively being perceptive now? I suppose.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. I'm going to need Amber to make a perception check.
12.
12? Okay. That's high enough to notice. You kind of look at your you kind of notice your quivers, like your quiver that's on your hip, right? It's not on your back because that would be dumb. The quiver's on your hip because that's where a quiver goes. One of your arrows has been replaced with a stick.
Guys, somebody stole my arrow.
There's a little leaf tied to it, to the end.
I'm going to inspect the leaf.
It's a leaf. It is not. It will not help the arrow fly any better because it's a stick.
Right.
Do you want to look at the rest of the stick?
Yes.
Okay, you pull the stick out, and on the end where you would expect an arrowhead to be, there's a little jewel kind of lodged in. It's like the end is split, and there's a little jewel smushed in and tied up tight. It's worth about 1 GP. But you are down 1 arrow.
Somebody replace my arrow.
Okay. Hops, what was your perception check?
16.
16. Okay. At this point, you notice a very small black creature tying a flower to the Triceratops' tail. A very small bipedal type of thing. And I'll show you what you see once I find it. All right.
Oh my god, it's so cute. I love him.
That's what you see. It kind of tied a flower to the Triceratops' tail, and it ran away.
Cute. Can we keep him?
It is teeny, and it ran away. And you kind of saw you guys going, oh, and it kind of went, ran away. And it doesn't come back. Now that you guys saw it.
Friend, come back.
It doesn't come back.
Be friends with me. Frobor is visibly sad for the rest of the day if the friend doesn't come back.
It doesn't come back, and you guys eventually march on.